So Sacramento will get the first possession. Here's Jeter. Cousins with a screen on Fisher. Here's Jeter. He's covered by Fisher. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots from 12. The shot's good from Evans. Evans has got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Kings. I'm talking about the Kings, actually, Steve, the worst home record in the entire league.
Isn't that amazing? When you think back a few years ago when Sacramento was generally regarded as the toughest venue in the NBA. But times have changed. Sacramento in a downturn, and they're trying to turn things around now. One way to do that is to take care of your home floor.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Kevin, Mike Brown and I shared a few moments. When I asked him where they might have an advantage today, he said, we've got the shot blockers to make things very hard on them when they bring it into the paint. And that's what we plan to do. Gentlemen?
Thanks, Doris. Well, guys, give us your thoughts on that.
Well, you know what? I think the game plan for a lot of teams, really good teams, starts with good D. So it's pretty much what I expected to hear.
And for this club, that's the way it should be. I mean, they need to send a message defensively right away. When you take it to your opponents on the defensive end of the floor, it sets the tone early.
And here is Cousins. Second chance shot. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go.
I thought Gasol got off to such a fast start last season, but he might have worn down as the season went on. He was asked to play big minutes, especially early when Andrew Bynum was out with the injury.
Open look. Short, but good off the ice.
You know, taking it to the rim against such a smaller defender is usually going to work out just fine.
And then, of course, for Paul Gasol in the playoffs, a lot of disappointment with his play, Clark. A game, in fact, or two where he even got booed at the Staples Center.
Yeah, you never like to see that, but he clearly did struggle in the playoffs, and he's extremely gifted, but some have tended to try to question his mental toughness or killer instinct, and I quite honestly think it's unfair. He's got a disposition and demeanor that lends itself to that kind of criticism, but anytime you can perform the way he has, that's impressive. And it actually helps him, the fact that he's got a deferring type of personality, to be an ideal number 2 guy for the Lakers, with Kobe Bryant being the obvious lead dog there. So it's a good fit, I think.
That's interesting. That free throw good from Hickson.
You know, I think a lot of pressure was on J.J. Hickson, the young forward for the Kings, after the departure of LeBron James, and he had mixed results, but this guy has tremendous potential going forward.
Second free throw, no good. Going back to J.J. Hickson, Clark, he and Coach Byron Scott butted heads periodically over the course of the season, really leaning on him to make a difference, Steve, at both ends of the floor.
Well, as a young player, J.J. at times struggled on the glass, maybe lost attention defensively at times, and really trying to lay the groundwork at an early age to make sure J.J. Hickson knew and understood what makes a great low-post player. Now, they'll take as many of those high-percentage shots as they can get, guys.
Bynum with a screen on Evans. Kobe kicks to Bynum. The jump hook. Count that one.
You know, he always gets the ball in the right spot down there, Kevin, because he excels at doing his work early and establishing that position inside.
Here's Jeter. Backing down is Hickson. Here's Jeter. Over Fisher. On the mark from 16 feet out. Here's Kobe. It's a 3-point game. Outside Gasol. Fisher moving the ball well. Backing down is Bryant. Over Evans. Evans with some nice D.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Jeter. Shot misses. And the Lakers go with it the other way. First opportunity here in their inaugural game of the season to go up against Sacramento.
And as you'd expect, they pretty much handled this team a year ago.
The jump hook. Rebound by the Kings. Under 8 minutes left to play in the first. Garcia's shot is good. Garcia's got his first 2 points. Clark, opposite ends of the conference here. The expectations are pretty much the same as last season.
Well, Kevin, you never know what's going to happen. You don't know where the upsets will take place, but they do occur pretty much all the time.
Here's Jeter. Back to Cousins. Bynum on him. And Cousins kicks to Jeter. Evans outside. Just 5 to shoot. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Well, you know, when Tyreek Evans was drafted by the Kings in 2009, they promoted him as the point guard of the future. But I think people are starting to realize he's probably more of a shooting guard because of his scorer's mentality.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Dante Green is checked in for Garcia. And it's Thornton in for Eugene Jeter. And that one falls for Evans. You know, when you talk about Evans at the shooting guard position, Clark, he's got the size, 6'6", and almost a 7-foot arm span.
No, and he is so strong. And, you know, I think, especially for a player of his age, in certain matchups, he's a guy you can maybe play at the small forward spot, but I think he's got to have the ball in his hands. And he's not a bad playmaker, but his strength is certainly his scoring ability.
Cousins, the pass to Hickson. It's stolen by Odom.
Oh, that was a great steal, preventing what may have been an easy hoop.
Everybody's running. Outside, Kobe. On the money. Kobe's got 6.
Strong first quarter. He's really made the most of his opportunities.
Cousins with a screen on Fisher. Fires at the elbow. And the jumper is good. Cousins has got his first bucket of the night. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.